This morning, a 74-year-old woman passed away unexpectedly. The cause? A simple mistake she made without even realizing it, one that thousands of people over 70 make every single day. The truth is, as we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to small habits that once seemed harmless. But these tiny, overlooked mistakes can add up, putting our health at serious risk. In fact, they can be the difference between living an active, independent life or facing unexpected medical emergencies. In this video, we're uncovering 4 dangerous morning mistakes that could be harming your heart, circulation, balance, and even brain function. And here's the scary part. Most people over 70 make at least one of these mistakes every single morning without realizing the damage it's doing. But here's the good news. Once you're aware of them, they're easy to fix, and avoiding them could literally save your life. Stay with me until the end, because the final mistake is the most dangerous. Yet almost no one talks about it. If you want to protect yourself or a loved one, you won't want to miss it. Let's get started. Mistake number 1, getting out of bed too quickly. One of the most dangerous things you can do in the morning is something that seems completely harmless: getting out of bed too fast. You might not think twice about it, but for older adults, this simple habit can lead to dizziness, sudden drops in blood pressure, and even dangerous falls. As we age, our circulatory system slows down, and our body doesn't adjust as quickly as it used to. When you've been lying down for several hours, blood pools in the lower part of your body. If you suddenly sit up or stand too fast, your blood pressure can drop sharply, a condition called orthostatic hypotension. This is why so many people over 70 experience morning dizziness, blurred vision, or momentary blackouts. Think about the last time you got out of bed. Did you feel a little off balance for a few seconds? Maybe your vision blurred slightly, or you had to steady yourself before taking your first step. That's a warning sign. If you're not careful, that moment of instability could lead to a serious fall. Consider Edward, a 74-year-old man who had a lifelong habit of waking up, swinging his legs over the bed, and standing up immediately. He never thought much of it, until one morning he blacked out for a split second and lost his footing. Thankfully, he fell back onto his bed, but it could have been much worse. That was the wake-up call he needed to change his morning routine. Instead of jumping out of bed, follow this simple routine. Wake up slowly. Before moving, take a few deep breaths, wiggle your fingers and toes, and allow your circulation to adjust. Sit up gradually. Roll onto your side first, then gently push yourself up into a sitting position. Keep your feet on the floor. Pause before standing. Move your ankles in circles, stretch your arms, and wait a few seconds to let your body fully adjust before standing. It might seem like a small change, but this simple habit can drastically reduce your risk of dizziness, imbalance, and falls. And as you probably know, falls are one of the biggest dangers for older adults, leading to broken bones, hospitalizations, and even permanent mobility issues. So if you've been in the habit of getting out of bed too quickly, it's time to rethink your morning routine. Those extra few seconds could save your life. Mistake number 2, skipping water in the morning. One of the most overlooked yet dangerous mistakes people over 70 make in the morning is not drinking water right after waking up. You might not think hydration is urgent first thing in the morning, but after hours of sleep, your body is in a state of mild dehydration. And for older adults, even slight dehydration can have serious consequences. Why skipping water is dangerous. As you sleep, your body is constantly losing fluids through breathing, sweating, and even slight evaporation from your skin. By the time you wake up, your blood is slightly thicker, circulation is slower, and your body is operating at a deficit. If you don't replenish that fluid quickly, it can contribute to high blood pressure. Thicker blood forces your heart to work harder, Poor circulation, less oxygen and nutrients reach your organs. Increased risk of stroke and heart attack. Dehydration makes blood more prone to clotting. Brain fog and dizziness. Lack of water slows brain function and energy levels. Do you ever wake up with a dry mouth, stiff joints, or low energy? Do you feel like it takes a long time to feel fully awake? Those are signs that your body needs water. ASAP, a real-life example. Take James, a 76-year-old who had the same morning routine for decades: wake up, go straight for coffee. He never thought much about it until he started experiencing morning dizziness, fatigue, and brain fog. His doctor told him to try something simple: drink water first before anything else. Within a few weeks, he felt more alert, had fewer headaches, and even noticed an improvement in digestion. The solution: start your morning with water. Drink a full glass of water first thing in the morning. This wakes up your metabolism, rehydrates your organs, and gets your circulation moving. Keep a glass or bottle by your bedside so it's the first thing you see when you wake up. Prefer warm drinks? Try warm water with lemon. It hydrates while aiding digestion. Don't wait until you're thirsty. By the time you feel thirst, you're already dehydrated. If your first drink of the day is coffee instead of water, you're making dehydration worse. Caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it pushes water out of your system. Your body has worked all night to keep you alive. Give it what it needs to start the day strong: water. Mistake number 3: drinking coffee before eating. For many people, the morning doesn't officially begin until they've had their first cup of coffee. It's a habit that's been in place for decades. Wake up, pour a fresh cup, and start the day. But here's the problem. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can be one of the worst things you do for your body, especially after 70. Why coffee? First thing is a bad idea. When you wake up, your stomach is empty. Your digestive system is just getting started, and your blood sugar levels are at their lowest. At the same time, your body naturally releases cortisol, a hormone that helps wake you up. Drinking coffee right away can spike cortisol levels too high, leading to increased stress, anxiety, and irritability. Cause digestive discomfort, including acid reflux, heartburn, or stomach irritation. Lead to blood sugar crashes, making you feel jittery and then exhausted. Have you ever had a cup of coffee in the morning and felt lightheaded, nauseous, or extra anxious? That's your body telling you something isn't right. A real-life example. Take Robert, 75. Every morning he drank black coffee first thing and didn't eat until later. He never thought much about it until he started experiencing acid reflux and stomach pain more frequently. At first, he blamed it on spicy foods or aging, but after speaking with his doctor, he learned that coffee on an empty stomach was putting unnecessary stress on his digestive system. The fix was simple. He started eating a small snack before his coffee. Within weeks, the discomfort significantly improved. The solution: change the order, not the coffee. Eat something before your first cup. It doesn't have to be a full meal, just a small snack like a banana, a handful of nuts, or a piece of toast. Why? Food buffers the acidity of coffee, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces the cortisol spike. Feeling extra jittery after coffee? Eating first helps slow caffeine absorption, providing a steady energy boost instead of a harsh crash. If your routine is waking up and drinking coffee immediately, it's time to switch things up. A small change in timing can protect your stomach, balance your energy, and help you feel your best without giving up your favorite drink. So before you take that first sip tomorrow morning, ask yourself, have I given my body something to work with? Mistake number 4, ignoring morning stiffness and moving too fast. One of the most dangerous mistakes you can make after 70 is underestimating the impact of morning stiffness. Many people wake up, feel a little tightness in their joints, and assume it's just part of aging. So they push through it, move too fast, and don't think much of it, until one wrong step leads to pain, injury, or even a serious fall. Why ignoring morning stiffness is risky. As you sleep, your muscles and joints stiffen due to reduced movement and circulation. This is especially common in older adults because the body naturally produces less synovial fluid, the lubricant that keeps joints moving smoothly. The result? Your body isn't fully ready for action when you first wake up. If you stand up too quickly, twist the wrong way, take an unsteady step, you're putting yourself at risk of falls, strains, or even serious joint damage. Think back to a morning when you got out of bed and felt tightness in your back, knees, or shoulders. Maybe it went away after a few minutes, or maybe you brushed it off as nothing. But ignoring morning stiffness day after day can lead to bigger problems, limited mobility, chronic pain, or even sudden injuries. A real-life example. Take Walter, 78. He always considered himself fairly active, so when he woke up stiff, he powered through it. Then one morning, as he was heading to the bathroom, he took a step, lost his balance, and landed hard on his hip. That single moment led to months of recovery, all because he hadn't taken a few extra minutes to warm up his body before moving. The solution: a safe and gentle wake-up routine. Before sitting up, take a few moments to wake up your joints. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rotate your ankles and stretch your arms. While still lying down, do a few gentle movements. Lift your knees toward your chest. Move your legs side to side to loosen up your hips. Once you sit up, roll your shoulders, take deep breaths, and stretch lightly before standing. Use a sturdy surface for support if needed, and avoid rushing, especially in dim lighting. Few extra minutes of gentle movement can mean the difference between feeling sluggish and unsteady versus stepping into your day with confidence. So, tomorrow morning, don't ignore your stiffness. Give your body the time it needs to adjust. Your mobility and independence depend on it. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on your own morning routine. Have you ever made one of these mistakes without realizing it? The truth is, the small choices we make every morning set the tone for the rest of our day. And after 70, these choices become even more important. Your health, mobility, and energy levels aren't just about luck, they're about habits. The good news: you don't need to make big, overwhelming changes. Just a few simple adjustments can protect your body, sharpen your mind, and help you start your day feeling your best. Take your time getting out of bed. Avoid dizziness and dangerous falls. Drink water first. Keep your heart, circulation, and brain functioning properly. Eat something before coffee. Reduce acid reflux and blood sugar crashes. Stretch before moving. Protect your joints and prevent painful injuries. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these mistakes have you made before? Which habit will you change starting tomorrow? Leave a comment below. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.